CNA's Olly Barratt was at the IISS, or the launch of the annual report.
Well, military spending, obviously a key focus of this year's report, as it always is, and military spending is rising in all parts of the world except for sub-Saharan Africa, according to this report. There is a key focus as well on China's People's Liberation Army, also focuses, as you would expect, on the Ukraine-Russia conflict and the conflict between Israel and Hamas in Gaza as well. When it comes to China, this report does have a look at what it believes are major steps forward in China's military capabilities.
In some areas, China's armed forces overmatch its regional rivals and gradually erode the United States' advantage. Important areas of PLA progress include cyber and electronic warfare, missiles, and advanced combat aircraft.
The report also says that it believes that Chinese President Xi Jinping is having closer oversight of China's military. Over the Ukraine-Russia conflict, the report suggests that Ukraine is perhaps suffering greater casualties than the world has been aware of up to now, but it also talks to major Russian challenges around equipment and recruitment as well. But it does believe that the Russian economy is holding up pretty well, and it talks about continuing support from North Korea and Iran for Russia as well. On military spending worldwide, a couple of areas of concern, particularly in Europe, around some of the inconsistencies between different European nations, and that comes in the context of concern in Europe about perhaps a fall-off in US military support for Ukraine. This being an event that was held in London, there was a major focus on the UK's defence capabilities at the moment, which are an area of concern for the report's authors. And the report's authors were asked whether the UK can actually even afford to be part of arrangements such as the AUKUS submarine nuclear agreement with Australia and the United States as part of the UK's pivot to the Indo-Pacific. Well, the authors of the report said, what would be the damage to the UK of pulling out of an arrangement like that?
If we do back away from those programmes, how are we seen as a reliable partner amongst our allies?
Broadly, though, the authors of this report do talk about the geopolitical challenges that they've been outlining rising in the years ahead rather than necessarily being on the wane. And that's why there is so much focus on the parts of the world in which military spending is rising and what exactly that is going to lead to. Olly Barratt, CNA at the IISS in London.